Welcome back. You're watching the SABC's News at 9. Now we cross to our studio in Cape Town, where we're talking to the president of the UDM, the leader there, General Bantu Holomisa. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And I just want to get your first thoughts and reactions to the postponement of the SONA, which is something your party was gunning for.
Well, we welcome the postponement of the SONA, and we hope that the presiding officers and indeed the ruling party, they will make sure that when we resume our work, especially the SONA again, President Zuma, as we demanded, will not be addressing us.
Do you think that this is the direction that the ANC is going? They've postponed their NEC for tomorrow, so clearly they don't feel like that they're under time pressure.
Well, it depends why they are postponing their scheduled NEC. Likelihood is that maybe Zuma has agreed to resign. So they are just preparing his statement. Maybe we'll have a press conference at 12 midnight. As you know, that he's a guy who likes to work midnight and work at night. So without explanation, because they would have told us as to when are they rescheduling that NEC. So there must definitely be some positive development between Zuma and the leadership of the ANC.
They still have to negotiate with the wider party, assuming that he's refused to go. Do you think that we've got to a stage now where it's not a question of if, but rather when?
Indeed, it's a question of when. Zuma is on his way. There is no other way possible for him to come and address us in Parliament. That one is clear. If they want to have Zuma as their second president, they can go and work with him at Luthuli House, but not here in Cape Town.
What was the conversation like that you had with the Speaker today? Were you giving her an ultimatum? Was it a genuine discussion? And what did she share with you?
We gave the Speaker an ultimatum in our letter of Friday last week, if you will remember. We wrote her a letter demanding that the SONA be postponed, and also that President Zuma, if they want to go ahead with the SONA, should not deliver that SONA, but anybody from the ruling party would be welcome to address us. So today, I think after we threatened to take to court in that letter, I'm sure they consulted with the ANC, and fortunately for South Africa, the ANC is imploding. I don't think they would have been comfortable to be addressed by Zuma, given that on Sunday, they went to see him and asked him to step down, but he seemed to be dragging his feet.
All right, so what do you make of the allegations that have been put on the table by the South African Communist Party that the president might have been thinking about firing Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa and replacing him with Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma? That might have solved some problems for him, or maybe not, but the denial has come quite quickly.
Well, of course, maybe it was his plan before they decided to postpone the NEC for whatever reason. As I've said, maybe he has finally agreed to step down. And maybe when that intelligence was, when that report got into intelligence, the leadership of the ANC might have confronted him with it and with evidence, and actually forced him to reconsider his position. But the other possibility is that President Zuma is, in fact, it's not even a possibility. It's clear that he is prepared to dig in his heels. And, but I'm sure he is being advised by other senior members of the ANC to say, Tata, Baba, Amba, Goduga, just go home. It's over now.
All right. If the ANC are unable or unwilling to remove him as head of state, what's your next move as an opposition grouping?
There is a scheduled motion of no confidence on the 22nd of February. Maybe we could ask the Speaker to bring it forward. And hopefully the ANC this time around will join the opposition parties. Or alternatively, the ANC itself can call a special session of Parliament and table that motion on their own. After all, they've got the numbers. They don't even need our numbers.
All right. General Bantu Holomisa, thank you very much indeed for your time. That was General Bantu Holomisa, the president of UDM, speaking to us from our Cape Town studios. And this is where we're going to have to leave it.